after my first successful brew. Here, okay, this is annoying me. I keep looking up at my own, I've got a screen there so I can see it. I keep looking at it. All last video, I was looking at the screen, so every time it was like a shot of me looking at the camera, I'm looking up like this. So, I gotta look at that. Welcome back to my second video. So here we are in the garage, and it's St. Patrick's Day, and I decided, well actually I already ordered it. I was gonna do an Irish Stout to begin with. I said that last time. And I did an Irish red ale last time. I'm not Irish, as I said. St. Patrick's Day, I'm wearing this just for the sake of it. Anyway, now that I've done my one brew successfully, everything went great. You know, now I'm not gonna take too many precautions. That's the thing I'm worried about now, is because I did it that one time. Now I'm thinking, oh, I'm so confident. I'm gonna do this no problem. And as you know, last time I was constantly worried about forgetting something. And I'm still worried about that. And hopefully I don't try and like just cut corners and think that I've got this down pat, because I don't. So let's go. All right, I tried giving you a better camera angle this time about, you know, I want to do better camera angles, but it isn't. It's the same, but we're almost at the temperature to add this in, the grains. I've got this recipe. Last recipe I got from Ontario Beer Kegs, and this one is from Brew HQ, and I just wanted to see what it was like. This lighting sucks compared to, I think it's this hat. Maybe I'll try it without the hat. So, Irish Stout, 3 kilograms, Canadian Pale 2 Row, Canadian. There I am, I keep looking at that damn screen. 200 grams crystal malt, 500 grams roasted barley. And I'm about to put that in. So I'm actually doing a 5-gallon batch this time, more water. I got a Camden tablet in there already. And I've got 13.5 liters of water in there. And I'm about to dump this grain in. Really hope I'm not missing some step. Okay, I'm putting it in. Going for it. For some reason, I had this in a bag, and I put it in a bucket for some reason. Now you can see the black, I guess that's roasted barley. Black. It's gonna be a black beer. I'm just constantly thinking, oh geez, I forgot to do some major. I don't know why, I can't get that out of my head. But I legitimately think it's probably real. Okay, so this has been going for 20 minutes, 40 minutes to go. And this has not been fun because, I don't know why, but this thing is like constantly overshooting its target temperature. Keeps going, I head to 65. 65 is the target, and it hits 65 and it just keeps going up. But it's not heating, the heat goes off. So then I'm like dropping the target down to bring it down. And then it goes down too low, so I drop So I put it back up and then it heats up too much again. And I don't know how much this is going to be affecting everything. It's not going up, like it does keep going past 68. Well, it's 68 it gets to. Now it's dropping down 64.7. I've set the target at 63 just to try and cool it down. But if I go back to 65, it starts heating again. And I've dropped the percentage, the heat percentage down so that it's like, hopefully it doesn't, I don't know. This is why people do a lot of these and they don't get them perfect every time. So now it's at 64.2, 64.1, it's dropping. The target's set at 65. I don't understand what could be the problem. I should probably get like a different thermometer so I actually know what's what. It's almost like it doesn't realize that it's dropping below the temperature, but maybe it, I don't even know if I was paying attention to this as much last time. But target is set to 65. See what happens. "40 more minutes of this." If this was just if it was just staying at one temperature, it'd be just like I could go off and do something, like prepare for the next thing. So when this is done, after 40 minutes, I'm just going to talk myself through this. Still dropping in temperature. So after an hour, they wanted me to do a mash out for 10 minutes at 75 degrees. I don't think I'm going to do that because like this is just, what if that overshoots? And then like I think that can be an issue. See, I hit to 63, now it's going up. And it knows it wants to go to 65. See what happens. It's going to go to 68. Maybe I'll just chill out this time and see what happens. Maybe it'll level itself down to 65. 68 can't be too bad. It says down here 69 full body, 67 medium body. So stout, pretty full body, somewhere in between there. After an hour, I'm just going to raise this up. I'm going to set the temperature to get to a boil, so the target temperature will be 100. So while it's draining, it's going to be heating up. But also I'm going to be dropping in sparge water, dropping in standard terminology. And I'll have 12.5 liters of that, and it's supposed to be 75 degrees Celsius, but it's not going to be. I don't have anything to really heat it up, so I'm just going to use like warm water. That's what I did last time. I'll look into this, you know, see it's at 67.7 now. Let's just see what happens. If it starts going up to 70 or something, it shouldn't though, because the heat stops. Maybe it'll level out. Maybe I should stop fucking with it. It's not heating apparently. The heat icon is off, but it's still rising. But maybe it's just gonna be like, maybe it's just gonna level out. We'll see. Maybe I am just freaking out for no reason. I'm a rookie. Then maybe I can just settle down. Everybody just, all right, let's everybody just calm the fuck down. I just really want this to be good as well. You hear about people dumping their whole batch once they ferment. Imagine that. I know it's going to happen, but imagine going through this whole process, fermenting, putting it in the keg, carbonating it, all that, and then trying it, and it's shit. I know it happens, and it's probably going to happen to me. I'm just not looking forward to it, and I don't want it to happen. And it's looking better. Look at this, going down to 66. All good. So, why don't we talk about Irish stuff? Movies? You guys watched that one with Colin Farrell and that other guy? I can never remember this guy's name. They were in Bruges, which I love that movie. And they're really good together. And Colin Farrell's great in it. So is the other guy. And then they did this other movie recently. Had some weird long title. I should do reviews like this where I don't know any of the actors' names or the movie titles and just sort of talk vaguely about everything. But I really wanted to enjoy this other one, and I kind of enjoyed it, but like, why is that guy cutting his fingers off? Why? It just seemed extreme. It seemed like it seemed way over the top. Miami Vice, though. Big fan. Not Irish movie, but Colin Farrell's in it. But, I mean, let's go way back. I'm actually a big Miami Vice TV show fan. And for anyone that's not my age, all you know about is, oh yeah, Don Johnson. They wore like pinks and light blues and all those kind of things, and then dressed in like white suits and all that kind of stuff. And they almost act like it's just some sort of like cheesy thing. But get your head out of here. That show was like, nowadays, you know how you've got like these miniseries? Oh, yeah, everyone's watching like that one with like, the one with Kevin Costner when he's on the ranch. And they talk about it like, oh, you gotta watch this. Well, this was like, Miami Vice was like, not a miniseries in any way, but it was done, it was one of the first shows that was really done with like a lot of style, cool factor. You could actually play it. It's on Friday night. You could tune into your FM radio station. What that played is like a simulcast of Miami Vice, and you could play it through your stereo system, because of course TVs were not that good back then. You didn't have like good TVs with sound systems. So you had like these old wooden TVs. But I mean, and they had like a lot of the other ones. If you watch like Knight Rider, they'd be playing some like song that's on the radio, but it was done by some other guy, covered, and it doesn't sound anything like it. This time, in this show, musicians were wanting to be on this show. Actors, musicians, and people were wanting to be on. Just check it out. Look at all the people that are in that show. I'm telling you gotta watch this show. Just watch the first one, the pilot. The pilot you used to be able to rent at the video store because it was a pilot. It was like full movie length. 63.2. I don't know what the deal is with this. It's just gonna keep going up and down, I guess. Yeah, so I did jump it up to 75, and it's got three and a half minutes to go, and then I'm gonna turn off the pump. And look at me all cool, like I'm just like such a veteran. Yeah, right. Just shit in my pants earlier. Yeah, so I'll turn up the pump, and then I'm gonna pull up the basket. I've got my sparge water here. Again, it's just like warm. Now it's probably just like room temperature water. I've treated it again with the Camden tablet. That's as far as my chemistry goes. I remember earlier I said, on the last video, I said, it's not like this, it's chemistry. I'm not doing chemistry here. But actually there is a lot of stuff like that to be aware of. But what I meant is just like, I'm kind of like, I'm just I'm just scratching the surface, doing the bare kind of like basics, and I don't even know why I'm doing some of the things I'm doing. I'm just doing it. And eventually I'm going to be getting it. I'll get into like doing the proper water treatments and checking pH, things like that. I haven't gotten into that right now, so I'm not doing it. But yeah, there's a lot more that goes into this that I still am figuring out. So even last video, I probably said a bunch of things that were wrong, and maybe people are watching this and they'll tell me, but that's fine. Okay, about 1 minute left, and I'm going to pull out the basket. Okay, this is probably going to be heavier than last time. It's a lot more grain. Now I'll take it up all the way. And I'm going to start this to go up to the boil. So target that to 100. Jeez, it's still shooting out that one spot. Yeah, you know what? It was like when I lifted this little thing up, it all seemed to be going down this one side. Okay, let's do a little bit, the last bit of water, just into the, right over the grains. So that's just gonna finish draining. So I'm waiting for, it's at 93, just waiting for this to get to the boil. I did do the check on this hydrometer reading, the gravity, just, I guess, I don't know what you call that, pre-boil or like after the mash. And it was 1060. And I don't know if that's on track or what. I am curious what this tastes like. I hope that's not what it's going to taste like. But check this out. It looks like, kind of like what a Guinness would look like. But of course, that's just trying to get up to a boil. Okay, we just got it to a boil. Dropping in these. Three teaspoons of this gypsum. Two. 3. Timer's going, and we're boiling. 1 hour. So I sort of put it on the boil, and I was walking around doing some other things, cleaning some stuff, getting the fermenter ready. And I came down and noticed it wasn't like really boiling. And it said 98. So, and I'd heard before that there's like this particular Brewzilla is, not super powerful, so sometimes it struggles. And it was, I guess this is, last time it was a 3-gallon batch and it didn't struggle. It took a while to get to the boil, but when it was boiling, it was rolling furiously. This one, it's boiling, but it's not like going wild. It wasn't going wild, but I mean, it's boiling now. But I had to like put the target temperature higher, and maybe I just should have known to do that anyway. Like put it a little bit over 100, not right at 100. And but it started boiling at first, so I thought that was fine. But it didn't keep up. And maybe, I don't know, I had the fan on in here, it probably cooled the place down a little bit and it didn't help. But now I've left it at, it's sticking to 100 and it's boiling fine. So I've got about 20 minutes. I'll be putting the coil in. In case you don't, obviously you saw it in the end, but this is the setup I've got. Hose coming from the outside. This is going to drain into the buckets. So this is going to sit in there. Cold water is going to circulate through and cool it down slowly. So right here is where I thought it went all to crap. I guess one of the things that I didn't do, slacked a little bit, was preparing the fermenter ahead of time. So I kind of thought that I'd have time to do that while it was cooling. Because I have that bucket system, I'm constantly having to change out those buckets. And I didn't really get to do that. I kind of had to test out I was testing out the fermenter for any leaks, and I had, for some reason I was getting this leak. And I couldn't figure out what it was. So I was kind of thinking, one, this is sitting out in the open like this for too long, and I was worried, it's in the garage, I don't know what, maybe something can get in it. And then I was thinking, if I can't figure out this leak, I don't really want to use the fermenter. So then what do I do? So I was really stressing out here. But actually I ended up getting it so that it wasn't leaking and able to transfer it into the Fermzilla. Then I got the yeast in and closed it off, and I thought, well, we'll see what happens. And I might have screwed this one up. And actually in the end, I didn't see any issues. So here I am. It fermented kind of the same as the last batch, but the beer came out a little lighter than what it was supposed to, probably like 1%, so it's about 3.3%. But so here's what I got. I got a Guinness here, and this is kind of like, I'm not saying this is an exact Guinness clone or anything, but it's an Irish stout. It's around the same percentage of beer alcohol. It's supposed to be around the same 4%. And so I'm just going to compare them. I just want to see. So I'm going to put, once again, I keep these in the mini fridges, so I can't have this on all the time. But so here is, I have already poured this before, but let's do this. This is my Irish stout. Well, now that didn't come up. That is not, I think it's probably because it kind of mimics the Guinness thing, but the Guinness, the Guinness is nitro. This is CO2, so that's a difference. It doesn't actually, last time I poured this, it didn't actually come out like that with that much foam. It might just be because I just added some CO2. I'm gonna pour this, and now I'm gonna have to drink 2 beers. But I am curious. I know the difference is, I know the mouthfeel and everything is gonna be different because I love Guinness the way I love the nitro beers, and I'd love to be able to do nitro beers. So that's the Guinness. I don't think we're gonna, was that in this shot the whole time? I would like to pour a new one because this didn't have that much foam on it when I first did it. All right, so those look a little bit more similar. There you go, Guinness and mine. So, here we go. To me, so what I did, I went out to a pub. I was out for work. I was at a brew pub. They brew their own beers, and they had a stout as well, same alcohol content. So I tried it, and this is really nice. Not too overpowerful in like flavor. Like I like Guinness because I find it really smooth. Let me try this Guinness now, just so I can see, compare. It's definitely a lot more, it's bitter, it's more bitter. It's a lot more, it's a little bit more, I'm not even sure how to describe it, but there's a lot more of different flavors in there that I'm tasting in the Guinness. Taste this one. Man, I'm getting full here. You know what? I actually really like this. If this was a nitro, I wonder, I think I'd like it better than this. You can definitely taste the Guinness, and I don't even know how to describe what I'm tasting there, but you can taste that's a Guinness. This one, I feel like such an idiot because I don't know how to describe what I'm tasting. But this one is a lot more, it's just a little more crisp, and well, I mean, that probably is part of that's probably due to because it's not nitro beer, it's CO2, so I think it's a little bit crispy, more crisp tasting. It's a little smoother, a little sort of like a less in-your-face aftertaste. And this has that. It's just a little bit more subtle. So anyways, I will call this a success. I can drink more of these because it's only about 3.3%. I was kind of surprised. I thought I kind of screwed it up. There was a couple times there where, and I know there's some things went wrong, and I don't know why suddenly it just stopped fermenting. It was like done in 2 days. So that seems like doesn't that seem fast? So I still haven't come out with like maybe I should try a beer that's supposed to be about 5%, and then I'll come out with maybe a 4% beer. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but see you again. We'll see you later. Oh, this is getting full here.